Well, I got to tell them and make sure they know like where they're coming in and stuff like that. That way they know exactly what's going on. So I'm talking to them, watching these guys come in, sitting there trying to make sure we can line up with the receptacle and the boom.
A damp and drizzly RAF Mildenhall in Suffolk, home to the US Air Force's 100th Air Refuelling Wing and its fleet of 15 KC-135 Stratotankers. Today we're flying 20 minutes east to what's known as Area 8, an air-to-air refuelling zone just north of the Wash. The customers, or receivers as the US military calls them, are a group of 8 F-35s, the most sophisticated fighter jets in the world.
We'll set a left-hand turn holding pattern. It takes about 6 minutes or so for a pattern, and we just keep straight and level. We want to be the most stable platform we can for these guys. They refuel in excess of 300 knots. So my job as the pilot flying is just to, again, provide that stable platform, being on speed, wings level, so that way the easiest part of their day is getting gas and then they can go back to their training.
The F-35s are stationed at the other huge US base in East Anglia, RAF Lakenheath. The KC-135 is one of the oldest jets in the US Air Force. Made by Boeing, it first flew in 1956 and has seen action in every major conflict from Vietnam to the Gulf War. The US Air Force has 400 of these, each able to carry around 30,000 gallons of fuel, enough to fill an average car more than 2,200 times.
This is a piece of history, really.
It is, yeah. This is a 59 tail, not our oldest, not our youngest, but yeah, it's pretty cool to be flying something that's been through a lot of different combat and training operations. We hand fly a lot. So most modern jets are pretty automated. They have the fly-by-wire. We have fly-by-pilot, so it's very hands-on. It's nice. We take pride in being good hand-flying pilots.
The Stratotanker can refuel using a drogue or basket, allowing it to refuel Nato jets like these RAF F-35s. But for US aircraft, they mainly favour a boom, a refuelling probe that's lowered from beneath the KC-135 and manoeuvred into place by a boom operator.
My job is just to make sure that we maintain a steady, we get them into contact, make sure that they're not moving around too much. I move the boom, I mean you can watch, I can move it from left to right now, right to left, moving it around. It's all hydraulically controlled. The rotavators are hydraulically controlled, so you move the rotavators around, and that's what moves the boom, based on the air that it's moving around the rotavators there.
When it comes to air-to-air refuelling, airspeed is key. For the F-35, it means the tanker flies a racetrack pattern at a steady 385 miles an hour, allowing the jets to slide into position and take their turn on the boom.
So our airspeeds are very aircraft dependent. Everyone has a different speed. We obviously have a chart for that, so we know exactly what we're going to be doing. And different considerations too, with our gross weight and their gross weight, how much fuel we're going to pass them. So yeah, everyone's a little different, so it's a little bit of study beforehand.
The war in Ukraine has meant NATO is flying more missions along its eastern flank, and that's brought a sharp rise in workload for these tankers. Today, though, is a training sortie, and after 2 hours over the North Sea, we touch down back at RAF Mildenhall. After 6 decades in the air, and with its successor, the KC-46, plagued by problems, the KC-135 Stratotanker is still very much in service, with plans to keep it flying for decades to come. An old workhorse with plenty still left in the tank. Simon Newton, Forces News, Mildenhall. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.